Okay, Bitcoin 48,369 down $2,000 today. And so, what is going on, and why did Bitcoin crash 40%? Yeah, I'm calling it a crash 40% in a matter of, here we go, November 10th down to on December 4th down to 41K. That's less than a month, that's 3.5 weeks. Yeah, that is a crash in my eyes, not a correction. So is that all? And why did it happen? So yeah, there's a lot of talk of Fed taper. You got inflation numbers kind of forcing Powell's hand, or at least he's trying to appease, trying to keep those inflation numbers in check. Right? You got COVID-19 mutations going on. UK is basically trying to shut down for Christmas. Maybe in response to those inflation numbers in the UK, I think I saw a stunning stat. Food prices are up 27% over the last 12 months. 27%. So, and also you got Evergrande in China, whose bonds are not being paid. So you got all this money sloshing around, right? But which has driven the stock market for best part over 13 years, since the 2009 bottom in March. Yeah, you have 12 and a half years of stock fueled money printing frenzy over there. And if you know the meme, buy the effing dip, BTFD, that kind of started in the stock market back in 2012. So yeah, so if the Fed actually removes that money, the hot money, it's going to depress assets. But I don't think it can. It's talking about raising rates, but I don't think it has room to raise rates, given the large amount of debt owed by the central governments. It would cause massive amounts of deflation. So I think it's just all chitter chatter, bit of talk going on. And if we compare Bitcoin to, let's have a comparison. Yeah, got the Dow Jones up here. Yep, let's have a look. It's kind of moving lock and step, right? You guess the Dow has got a little lead on Bitcoin, but look at these movements, basically going lockstep. But since December 1st, nice recovery, right? Nice recovery on Dow Jones. And Bitcoin is still lagging. So the question is, will Bitcoin do a famous Bart Simpson structure? I can't believe we're still talking about these Bart Simpsons, but they keep popping up everywhere. Look, one right over here. We had a real big one. I remember talking about this in September, which like caused. Let's remove this comparison. Set us up to go on to this good little run. So we met target 1, target 2, but it doesn't look like we're going to reach target 3 this year, which was my ultimate hope, right? So we kind of have we invalidated structure? That's a good question. What it has set up though is head and shoulders right here, and we can see in the past they have played out. So what is this head and shoulders amplitude? It is around 15k. 15k, I think, takes us down to 38k, somewhere down here. So the question remains: this key level. This is a key level for me. It needs to start following the stock market back on up. Otherwise, we could create a right shoulder on a bigger head and shoulders. So yeah, ominous looking action, right? Ominous looking action. But like I said, if Bitcoin is following the broader market, we could see a turnaround any day. And some thing to look at tomorrow is the CPI numbers from America. I think they come in early, around 8:30 a.m. New York time. So that's going to have an influence on the talk around raising rates and tapering. So yeah, keep an eye on those numbers. Tomorrow could be volatile, but could be an opportunity, right? If you start breaking down here and see a low inflation number, are you looking for a low inflation number now? Opposite what we was looking before, we could see a turnaround. So yeah, could be wild. So risk management is key for new positions, obviously. I think there's a famous trader called Ed Securita. His three golden rules of trading or investing and trading were risk management number one, risk management number two, and risk management number three. You guessed it. So if you've got a lot of money to protect, you understand risk management. So yeah, so 40% crash in Bitcoin. Is this going to be signaling something bigger, right? Is this going to be signaling something bigger? Because if we do come down here, we have another head and shoulders, yeah, which unfortunately takes us all the way back down to 15k. Yeah, I did a little measurement before going online. 15k, which would be something completely new, right? Going from an all-time high and breaking 2017's high of 20k and entering that price action zone all the way back, I believe, into 2019. Yeah, 15k, very closely tagging this. Now, would that be healthy? Well, not if you're holding Bitcoin above these levels, right? It could be a devastating blow and take a year or two to recover from. So yeah, we don't want to see that. Would be very much helpful if we can hold on to these levels up here. Obviously, the closer we stay to all-time highs, even though we are off so much right now, at least 30% currently, it gives you more chance of creating structures that can point us higher. So December, like I said, it's going to be volatile, but is there any hope? Yeah, there is, because let me tell you about M2. They are still printing money like crazy ever since COVID. It's been on a tear, well over 40%. Well over 40%. We're at 21,269, and this is only as recent data as November. So next round of data, if we were still pointing up, then we know the Fed taper talk is just that, just talk. So we've got to keep an eye on that. This is another chart from, let me see. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we obviously maintain these levels and kind of bump up against the 65, 68k one more time before busting on to 83k. And instead, the opposite happened. We came down to this trend line over here, tagged it, and fell right through. Interestingly though, we found support on the 200, so we may come back down and retest this level again. 200 still pointing up or moving sideways, which I don't think it really has ever done, apart from like over here. Sure. So this could be a good consolidation area, right? Up and above this level for these 6-digit numbers that we're all looking for, right? And the 2017 top, it kind of acted as resistance once it broke 1, 2, 3, and 4, but finally breaking. So yeah, 200-day key level. And again here in this 2013 top, it didn't move sideways at the top. It came right through and used it as resistance to come on into its bear market. So the fact that it's moving sideways like this and pointing up is supportive. We should be keeping an eye on it, of course. And yeah, I think we'll call it there. 2300 currently. Like I said, it's going to be a volatile little week or two before we finally understand what is actually going to happen. And so keeping an eye on the stock market as well. If that is providing a lead, we're on the Dow Jones, this on the futures. You got that inverse head and shoulders right here. So yeah, if we can see this Dow Jones continue on up, that means all these fears about Omicron and Evergrande and tapering are just that. So could produce some good opportunities for reversal back for Bitcoin, right? So that's why it's important to keep a broader view of current affairs in finance, because they are all interrelated now. Once you got Wall Street money playing in Bitcoin. The decision makers to buy or sell are very much interconnected. So, yep, if one investment is doing badly, they will seek to fund the other poorly performing investment with the one that's doing well. And previously, that was BTC, obviously. So it becomes a source of liquidity when you need dollars, and that's why you see that reaction and correlation. So we'll end it there. I'll maybe make another video tonight about altcoins. A lot of the charts are kind of busted in what we was looking for, that December altcoin run. So we'll take another look in the evening, maybe, and see what can muster up. Hex has had its own bear market. Let's talk about Hex quickly. So Hex peaked beginning September 19. So we're coming out of its own bear market. We had this head and shoulders target over here, provided resistance, and we should be looking and seeing if this is a actual bottom for us over in Hexland. Still done great for the year. Yeah, it's still done great for the year because it started. Here we go. Yeah, just under a penny. So 2/3 of a penny. So still doing okay, but we don't want to see any more weakness because selling sparks more selling, obviously, right? In these reflexive markets like crypto. So cheers guys, hope you enjoyed. Keep your head on a swivel. If you're thinking about opening position, I would probably hold off at least to the weekend, right? Anyway guys, cheers, thanks for watching.